Pop it. What's good, YouTube world? What it do? Y'all already know what it is. The one man, four styles and flavor of DFW Sports. DFW Sports Raps is where you at, and you already know how we get down on this channel, how we represent. So you already know what to do before we start anything. Like, subscribe, hit that notification chime one time. Y'all know how we go up on this end. It's been a good little start to the weekend. It's been a good weekend for DFW Sports, man, as we done completed the trifecta as the Stars won in overtime Saturday night against the St. Louis Blues down here in American Airlines Center. Then it followed off this Sunday afternoon with the Cowboys coming through and defeating the Panthers. Yes, it was something they was supposed to do, even though Vegas had the Cowboys as an underdog. Cowboys come through and they get the victory today. And we're just now coming off the shootout between Golden State and the Dallas Mavericks. Man, let me just start right there. That was a big game going in. And like I said, if you haven't already, DFW Sports Raps, like, subscribe, hit that notification chime. I'm trying to give y'all a little bit of time going in. I know it's a late one. I wanted to give y'all my input about the Cowboys post game, but then I was like, you know what? The Mavs are getting ready to come up. I got a feeling this is going to be a good game. Let me just try to give it all into one, since it'll probably be a late night session. So, I got to give y'all a little something to jump off up in here. So it's been good. DFW Sports Raps, like, subscribe, follow me on X at Drewski Self-Made. If you got any inquiries how you want to get down and do some, some things getting in the middle of networking and stuff like that, man, hit my email right going down below, man. But let's start off with the game tonight between the Mavericks and the Golden State Warriors. Man, that game right there, I'm telling you, it really was a game that the Mavericks really dominated this game. To be honest, the game shouldn't even been that close the way it was. But, Klay Thompson, not Klay Thompson, but, anytime you got Steph Curry on the other end for Golden State, they're never going to be out of it. They're never going to be out of it. So you already know that this game was going to be something that go down to the wire. Now, the Mavericks had their chance they were really dominating this game. They had their chance to go about 16, 18 points. But, one bad play happens, one bad call happens, and Golden State found a little bit of life, and they basically took it down to the fourth quarter, and they made the Mavericks have to go earn it. Now, this is a game that I'm very proud of the Mavericks of pulling it out, because it's rare that you get a couple of games going down there in Golden State and you pull out a victory the way the Mavericks pulled the victory out. It's rare that you go into Golden State and they lose a game where they hit 27 threes, 27 threes. And like I said, to be honest with you, this game wasn't really even close. This game, I'm telling you, it was a double-digit lead going through most of the whole game, and the only thing that kept them where they were at that point was Draymond Green hitting threes from behind the arc. That was really what was keeping them in. Outside of that, bro, the Mavs they put the clamps on Steph Curry. Their defensive game plan was right, and let's not take away from it. Luka got busy, and he got busy early. The Mavs came out in this thing. I think they hit their first 8 or 9 shots or something like that. I think they couldn't even miss from the field. Them boys was on fire. But Luka, I don't know what happened. He had a bad game in OKC in that NBA Cup quarterfinals game. He had a bad game going in there, but he wasn't gonna follow that up by another one. And I'm telling you, in that OKC game, it just looked like they were spent, man. It looked like their legs went underneath them. But the Mavericks ain't played since Tuesday. So you get from Tuesday after that game all the way till Sunday. Now, them boys was rested, and it looked like it. Luka came out that thing, and he did work. This is something that we knew it was going to happen. Like I said, I'm just jumping on here live to kind of give y'all a lot of pre-thoughts of what I'm going to give y'all in tomorrow's show in the full breakdown. But Luka came out hot. And he was hitting a lot of his shots. He still went 16 or 23. He took a lot of shots, but he was still efficient enough, and he got a 40-point triple dub. When you get Luka riled up and you talking ish to him, you back him into a corner. He's one of those guys that's actually gonna make you pay for it. He's gonna be actually one of those guys that's gonna relish in the moment and want to shut you up, and he's gonna talk smack about it. And that's really what he did in this game tonight. It was a typical Luka game that he had. When he's on, when his 3-point shot is falling, the rest of his game is opening up. But to hit 16 shots from the field along with 6 threes, I mean, whatever Luka wanted, he had and he did it. And it made hay for it. So of course Luka does his thing, but the biggest thing that we got to see was the defense that you saw from Luka. But let's give Klay Thompson his props. We've been sitting here waiting for Klay Thompson to emerge and do something. We've been waiting for it, waiting for us to see, okay, Klay, you got 4 rings. We need to see that Golden State Klay Thompson from behind the arc. And I mean, he got busy tonight, but in the fourth quarter, Luka did everything from the first 3 quarters, and then all of a sudden Kyrie and Klay Thompson came in that fourth quarter and they carried on, especially Klay Thompson. I think he had about 14 in the. He could have had more. He missed free throws. He would have had a 30-plus point game, but he ended up missing free throws. But you saw the Klay Thompson that you like to see. It was Golden State Klay Thompson. Well, literally in the Mavericks uniform in Golden State, you saw Golden State Klay Thompson. And he came through big, gave you 29 points, hit 7 of 11 from the 3-point arc. If you're telling me this is the recipe for Jason Kidd and the Dallas Mavericks, and okay, what did I say between your centers? What did you need to get between Gafford and Lively? You need to get that 8. Them combined got to give you 18 to 22. 18 plus at least, minimum. 18 at the 22-point range. Mavs going to be hard to mess with. Them both combined, they had 18 points. Gafford had 10. Derek Lively had 8. So I'll take that. Quinn Grimes, he was hot. His production did wonders. He had 4 3-point shots, gave you 14 points. Was big. PJ gave you 13. Kyrie gave you 21. Started coming on toward the fourth quarter or late in the third period, going into the fourth quarter, giving you some good buckets. And then Klay Thompson helped close it. But Luka got started and he got it going early where he was a thorn in Golden State side today. And if you're a Dallas Maverick fan, you know how that feels when we play Golden State. And I'm talking about the prehistoric times before Klay Thompson got over there and Draymond Green, before all of them. This is mid 2000s is where we're talking about. But Luka, bruh, he had blood in his eyes. He had blood in his eyes, and he went out there and he did work. He did work to the umpteenth degree. So give Luka his props, man. It's rare that he put bad games back to back. Team-wise, you look at it, the Mavs, like I said, to beat Golden State by 10 plus, and Golden State hits 27 threes. Woo! But both teams combined it for 48 threes. Both teams shot over 50% from the 3-point line. This was a classic shootout. This was a very much classic shootout that you got right there. Big time. Big time. Turnovers are still a problem for the Mavericks. That's something they still got to clean up. They were dominant in the paint when it came to rebounding. But like I said, I'm still tripped out over the fact that I'm telling you, 27 threes and you still win by 10. That's me trying to tell you this game wasn't really even close. It really wasn't even close. The Mavericks had full control of this game. Just Golden State ended up making their runs. They ended up having other people hitting threes, but Draymond Green, his threes kept them alive as long as possible. He gave them the lifeline as long as possible. But I'm big props to Klay, man. Luka would have, I think this is his 80th triple-double or something like that, 30-plus point triple-dub. Luka is Luka, man, especially when he's rested and you get a healthy Luka, man. Luka is going to do Luka things. And Kyrie just sitting in the wing like, do I need to do it or not? He saw Klay Thompson having it. Boom. If you can get this type of production from Klay Thompson, you already know the Mavericks are going to be trouble. You already know the Mavericks are going to be trouble if Klay Thompson is going to give you this type of production. And then Quentin Grimes keep coming along. And then, like I said, no Najee Marshall. The pieces for the Dallas Mavericks are there. The pieces for the Dallas Mavericks are there. Yes, they are. They're there. They just got to stay healthy and they got to continue to put it together. And then they just got to have that communication and be clear of what they want to do on the defensive side. But they're going to keep doing. They're in great position right now. Great position. Like I said, I think having all that rest did them hella wonders. Looking at their schedule real quick, I just want to get a quick look at their schedule because it has been a road fest. Looks like Thursday they'll get a back-to-back at home against the Clippers. Thursday and Saturday against the Clippers at home back-to-back, and then you get another 2 games at home against. So you get a 4-game home stand back-to-back against the Clippers, Portland, and then Minnesota on a Wednesday. Oh, Christmas Day. Christmas Day. So, and then they're going to have another West Coast trip. Bruh, the NBA schedule really just didn't do the Mavericks no favor this year. But they're still playing through it, and they're doing something, they're doing something right. But like I said, Klay Thompson getting 29, should have had 30+. He hit a couple more free throws. Bruh, that's the Klay Thompson I need to see from, it ain't even got to be the 30, but you see the way Luka did it, and Kyrie basically, he was ready to close, but Klay Thompson was like, nah, I got this, and he made it happen. So Mavs keep playing defense. They're going to be straight. They're going to be fine, man. They're going to be real good. Keep getting there's, Gafford and Lively don't get the foul, they don't get in trouble with foul situation. They're going to be good. You bring in, they can just get fully healthy, get over this bug. Najee Marshall with Quinn Grimes out there. You adding Spencer Dinwiddie coming in there. Max Prosper is starting to get a lot of run, man. I like what the Mavericks are doing. And like I said, we'll talk a little bit more about it tomorrow for a damn show coming in. I'm just giving my little post-game thoughts of what's coming in. Jason Kidd is kind of figuring out the pulse of this team. And you know how I said about the NBA Cup, I think they're kind of glad that thing is over because, like I said, them winning the NBA Cup don't do them no justice. Luka winning the NBA Cup don't do his legacy really any justice. So, and you seen they got a little rest. They got a little rest to come in, and all of a sudden, shots start hitting. Their legs is under their shots, and they swishing. So, give them props. Now, Cowboys won today. This will be something that'll keep being talked about on through the rest of the week. Cowboys get a victory, going to 6-8. I know a lot of y'all people talking about they want them to tank and all that type of stuff for messing up our draft picks. Man, look, I'm trying to go into work tomorrow, and I'm trying to be like, yeah, y'all can't say nothing. Of course, it is against the Carolina Panthers. All your wins except the Pittsburgh Steelers win. I don't know how you won that game, but it was a Dak comeback, a Dak leading drive. But all your wins are against bad football teams except the Pittsburgh Steelers. All of your wins are against bad football teams. So the jury is still out. Y'all want to say that is Dak Prescott, and he passed stats against bad teams. The Cowboys are only winning against bad teams. So that lets me know this is not a year fix that is going down. If you think one good off season and it could be a 1-year fix if you're able to do some things in the off season, but we know Cowboy ain't about to do that. Cowboys get a big win over the Carolina Panthers. Rico Dowdle, man, boy, you want to talk about somebody who ate the running game 8 today for the Dallas Cowboys, straight up. Now, like I said, it is against the Carolina Panthers. I mean, you racked up 211 yards rushing. About damn time you start doing something. Defense only gave up 235 yards. This game was still won because of the defense. As bad as your defense has been and been gutted by injuries and all that type of stuff, at the same time, bruh, the defense is the reason you're winning all these games. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are, and we'll go way more into detail tomorrow. I know it's already late tonight, so we just passed some time, but I had to give my early thoughts on how I feel about some things that's going on in DFW sports. But I mean, Cowboys did exactly what they were supposed to do. They stayed ahead of the sticks. They still had too many penalties as you looked at it, but in all, they were productive offensively. They just still had boneheaded plays. Still penalties ended up costing them turnovers. Oof. This would have been the game that I would have been able to shut up about Mike McCarthy and Cooper Rush had they put up 4 offensive touchdowns. But due to the fact that Cooper Rush fumbled the ball in the red zone, that basically cost them a touchdown, damn near cost them a 14-point swing when he did that, because the next play you get burnt. Amani Oruwariye gets burnt on the next play, and all of a sudden it's just sitting there being a close game. That's just some things we can't have happen. But they do put up 3 offensive touchdowns. That they did do. They should have had 4. I will agree, but it's still like Cooper Rush didn't do. He still, 18 of 29, 214, 3 touchdowns. He only got sacked once. But let's be real. He missed a lot of throws at the same time, bro. He really did. I mean, this offense, bro, I don't know who to call. It's all fault. It's all of them. I told y'all from the jump, this is not a one blame thing, but Rico Dattle's your biggest spot that you got right there with 25 attempts, 149 yards. CeeDee Lamb got his targets. He had 9 catches for $116 and a tutty. Jalen Tolbert, I'm gonna go hard on him tomorrow. I just ain't got enough time. I ain't got enough time because it's a little late. I'm just coming to give y'all a little recap of what's going on that went on today over the weekend. And then when we come back Monday, oh yeah, we get it all the way up out of our chest for sure. But I'm looking at it and I'm just telling you, bro, CeeDee Lamb, of course, he's working his ass off, bro. He's getting paid a lot of money. I get it. He needs to be out there. But, bro, I don't want to risk damage to him because he's getting banged up. But he's playing his ass off, bro. He's doing work. But like I said, give credit to the defense, bro. The defense was out there balling their ass off. You get 6 sacks. You get how many takeaways was it? You get 4 takeaways, force 2 fumbles, and recover them, and you get 2 picks. Mike Zimmer and his defense has been coming along strong, man. It's been coming along strong. Y'all got to give it its props. Y'all got to respect it. Y'all got to see how that is. Got to respect it. Got to respect it. And like I said, for everybody who's catching the playback, it's going to be, make sure you tune in Monday because we're going to really get some more breakdown up off our chest about what's happening. I know I'm coming late, but these are just my thoughts going over the post games, what we felt about the Dallas Mavericks and the Dallas Cowboys. What I saw with the Dallas Cowboys is a team that they just really haven't quit, but they were actually the better team. Carolina been playing better. And this is what frustrates you about the Cowboys because Carolina has been playing tough football against top competition. In today's game, they did not look like they were the last 3 weeks, not one bit. Cowboys brought them straight down to earth. And is it something for me to beat my chest over? No, it's not. It is not. Cowboys did exactly what they were supposed to do, and their defense dominated the game. They really did. Really, it should have been 35 something to 7. This was a game that the Cowboys really totally dominated, and they should have. The game plan actually looked real good coming from Mike McCarthy and Mike Zimmer. So let's give him some props. Let's give him some praise. That's how I feel about it going that way. Also, Dallas Stars, man. Dallas Stars came through big in the victory over the St. Louis Blues as they got a much needed victory coming up off of a losing skid that they were a part of. It was a tight game going all the way down into the third period that had to give you an extra period in overtime as well. The Blues did end up scoring the goal in the first period, but the Stars were able to bounce back and get another one with Jason Robinson getting the goal in. Took you into extra ice time. And in the extra ice time, your boy Matt Duchene comes through, fills it in, gets the goal, and the Stars end up winning. They'll end up having when's their next game? Their next game, I believe, is going to be tomorrow. So when we go live tomorrow, breaking down more Cowboys intake and Dallas Mavericks intake, it'll be a live game night with the Dallas Stars against the Washington Capitals. So let's see how that go, man. That's just a lot of things I'm talking about right there. So, like I said, make sure you tune in tomorrow, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're gonna go way much more in detail what's going on in DFW sports. It's always a fun one. Like I said, my biggest take from the Mavericks, they looked well rested. They looked well rested. It looked like the rest basically that they used was just, hey, it's something that was very much needed because Luka looked like a new refreshed dude, and he got attacking from the jump. And it also looked like it worked for Clay. Not only Clay having time off basically to sit up off his legs, and then he comes back to Golden State. This was the right time for him to get going. Now let's see if these Mavericks continue a trend that will take them into the All-Star break, playing some great quality basketball. For the Dallas Cowboys, you can see obviously it's about a lot of pride being played for, and they're still showing pride. That's one thing you got to give them. And now they will have Philadelphia coming up next. Now, what I will talk about more tomorrow, of course, we'll go over more about this game against the Carolina Panthers and the way the defense has really been the main focal point of this whole operation that's going for the Cowboys this year. But it will also be, what if Amani Warrior doesn't touch the damn block punt? What if he doesn't touch it? It'd be a whole different vibe coming in. And that's kind of where we're going to leave it. And we'll make sure we come at y'all tomorrow sharp at 9 o'clock here on DFW Sports Raps. You already know, like, subscribe, hit that notification chime. Follow me on X at Drewski Selfmade. I'm the one man, force the eyes and flavor of DFW Sports. I will catch y'all Monday. For all the people that catch it on the playback, man, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, man. We're going to do some more things. We'll tune in 9 to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll be there tomorrow. Follow me on X. I'll be sharing a lot of things that's coming from the Dallas Morning News. There's a lot of things we'll continue to talk about here tomorrow. So y'all already know, man. I hope y'all have a great start to y'all week. Everything has been lovely. I will catch y'all on the rebound. Make sure you do everything with love because love always wins, and that's the law.